When we were about 2/3 of the way finished with producing part 3, I listened to the David Wilcock Fade to Black interview, and one thing that David Wilcock said about QAnon was that QAnon and the group, whatever, were upset with Alex Jones for having Leo Zagami on as a guest. And I won't get into commenting heavily on Leo Zagami. You can look him up for yourself and form your own opinions. But I tend to trust David Wilcock, and I found that comment very interesting. And one of the things that has concerned Don and me the most about the Q point of view, that about people asking for support for money, is that it tends to be a socialistic concept that, hey, you're doing this as a volunteer, you're doing this for the cause, you shouldn't make any money. And we already discussed that to some extent in the video, so in the cartoons, so I'm not going to get heavily into that. But one concept that seems significant is the possibility that there is within the alliance a conflict between those who support the free market system, capitalism, on which America was built, and a more socialistic type of system. And the alliance, according to a lot of, Corey Goode, David Wilcock, the disclosure people, consists of, to some extent anyway, military personnel who have been involved with the secret space program. Here's something I just want to float out there, and Don and I have talked about this to some extent, not reaching any particular conclusions, just a concept at this point. If the Earth genuinely has joined a federation of planets or federation of extraterrestrial civilizations, as Corey Goode states that we have, the Earth needs to have some kind of a united front to represent who we are as a globe, as a world. And I'm not advocating the concept we've all become familiar with, the New World Order government, to represent the globe. But I do think that it makes sense. I mean, it's Star Wars, right? The Earth is represented by, it's like in the United States, the states are all represented and they go to be a part of the government in Washington. So if there's a federation of planets, it stands to reason that the Earth would send a representative, the way the states send representatives to Washington. What I'm wondering about is whether there is a conflict within the alliance between socialists and free market capitalists. And this could be a very crucial issue. And it's possible that what we're seeing with Q is a tip of the iceberg, that there is a genuine conflict. This conflict between Dr. Corsi and many others and QAnon and some of the Q community is the tip of the iceberg, representing the full conflict that might exist within the alliance between this tendency to be socialistic and the desire to have a free market capitalistic system. Just speculation here. There is no hard evidence for this. Again, the only thing we can see is maybe a tip of the iceberg. And the concerns here are, it's a very complex subject, because if what many of us believe about free energy and new technologies, new healing technologies, water desalinization technologies, anti-gravity technologies, things that will make life much easier and will virtually eliminate lack, is socialism or free market capitalism even a relevant concept at that time? Either one of them. We might be moving into a whole new paradigm. The only thing that we can point to is maybe the Aloha system in Hawaii before they were invaded. Living without commerce, without money, without lack, it's something that we haven't done up to now. And something that Don and I discuss, and something that we probably should give some time to, considering what the future might actually look like. And most of all, for the moment, how to get there without blowing each other up.